our defense gave ourselves a chance. Obviously, I don't think I have to state that rebounding was a problem for us. 11 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter. 5 of them went to Junkwell. All 5 of her offensive rebounds came in the fourth. So, I thought our first shot defense was really good, and we just didn't have the collective will to, kind of do little things it takes to win a possession and then win a game against a good team. So, we're disappointed. There's no doubt about that. That's very much controllable. Rebounding is controllable. They have no say in that. We have all the say in it. And so that's a disappointed locker room for sure.
Obviously, missing Dorka was a big issue in that department, yes?
Yeah, but she's not the one that's going to get all the rebounds. That certainly, I assume played a role, but I don't live like that. I think every player that plays in the game should be able to rebound. Obviously, Dorka couldn't play today. Well, somebody else rebound. So that's not an excuse that we're going to use, that's for sure. It's not like she's leading the league in rebounding. Thanks for laughing, Kent.
Offensively, it was challenging for you guys in the second
fourth
half,
quarter
too.
for sure. And yeah, give New York credit. We didn't get very many clean looks. We can't space the floor. We got to take more threes than what we're taking right now. It's just, and obviously we got to make some. So that's not a recipe for good offense. Just can only do one thing. The paint's crowded the entire time. So we just got to keep working at it. I think we understand that part of it. Fee's got to take and make more threes. Obviously, Diamond and rhythm. If we could get BC in some place where she plays meaningful minutes and can maybe knocks down some shots. And but it's just that's been a problem for us this season.
It was a 2-point game after 3.
Yeah.
And Sandy put out 4 or 5 starters.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like our group versus their group to start it.
There were 4
That's for sure.
fouls in the first 25 seconds, I think.
Yeah.
And that kind of set the tone maybe for the rest of the game?
Sure did. Yeah, no question about it. I have to, kind of see what the officials were seeing, but everything changed in that 25 seconds. We certainly could have rebounded from it, but man, you're playing bonus. I think it was 8-something. We were in the bonus the rest of the way. So, that was tough. But 68-62, we come out of a timeout. K-Mac makes a big 3 for us. We get a stop on the first shot, and we give up the offensive rebound. And it just kind of snowballed from there. We couldn't gain our footing back. And, you got to be able to play off misses to, play against a good, long defensive team. Give New York credit. I'm you hold these guys to 76 after, their first quarter, and they needed 25 off the second chance. I like what we did in some of our schemes. We got better as the game went on. We didn't get better offensively, and so we got to figure that part out.
I think they shot basically 40%.
Yeah, we outshot them.
So like you said, you made their first shot difficult.
We did. So even with 25 seconds, they shot 40%. I liked a lot of what we did. It just, obviously, if we rebounded, we're probably talking about something different. But it didn't happen for us today.
Coach, you mentioned the fabric of the game would be quite different with them having Vandersloot on the floor and a challenge for Lindsay going head-to-head with her, but did a good job keeping her in check on the defensive end and matched a career high with 10 assists. How do you assess Lindsay's performance tonight?
Yeah, good. She's been, doing that for us. I told her in games like these, there's so much pressure on her to make plays. Like she's responsible for our ability to score. And that is, her play in pick and roll. That is her play off ball when it comes back to her and seeking the paint and trying to find somebody. I told her, I said, you have to create an easy shot for our team. And it has to be her every possession, right? And so I think she's doing a good job of that. And, the end of the third, where we started missing those bunnies, that was kind of like a foreshadow of, maybe what was going to happen in the fourth. But I thought LA, to the best of her ability, I thought she got a little bit gassed there at the end, but so were they. They were just as tired as we were. So, but LA's playing well for us.
Sure, you talked about the offense just struggling a little bit, but when Jess was out there at the top of the key, we're able to get into the paint a little bit easier, not with driving it, but with her passing. Just,
Yeah.
I guess, how impactful can that be on nights when you are struggling to make three-pointers and just give yourselves a different way of putting it in the hole?
That's how we've played all year. I mean, we invert it, right, with Jess being a passer, someone else diving, and there could be Fee, could be Nina, it's Diamond. That's been our identity, all year, and so that's got to continue to be the case. And then Jess, I thought, was pretty good at, recognition that, they're so far off of her, and she was able to gobble up some space and get a couple finishes for us. But overall, it's you ultimately have to make some perimeter shots. You've got to be able to do that to loosen things up. They did. And they got to that little run, with Sabrina knocking down some perimeters. But I have visuals of us playing great defense and end of shot clock, and Diamond right in front of our bench playing great defense on Stewie, and that kind of, again, that just snowballed. After that, the offensive rebounding. So I'd probably tell you I like most of the game. It wasn't pretty. Didn't expect it to be, but the very much a controllable. If we're playing off of misses, maybe we look a little different offensively. But we just couldn't get that done.
You did that for
We did.
the first three quarters.
We did.
Most of it.
Yeah, and then something crazy creeped into our space. I don't know what happened.
And with the three-point shooting specifically, how much of that do you think is process in generating those looks versus just when the looks are there, you got to shoot them with confidence?
Yeah, and I think it got to the point where when you're not making them, we have some people not making them, and so then they catch it and they're not thinking, hey, I'm gonna knock this down. They're kind of going, should I take this right now? And when you shoot it like that, it's obviously not going to be a good shot. And so then you don't shoot it, and then you try to drive it. It's not open, and it just kind of, that was a bit contagious. I mean, Fee's got to take 5 threes a game, and I'm fine with Diamond shooting threes. It's not a case. I mean, we don't like heat checks. We typically ask for some heat first before we go heat checks, and so we just couldn't get there. Diamond got some good looks, and it just didn't go down for her. Mike?
Cheryl, you mentioned Fee briefly. 35 minutes for Fee first game back.
Yeah.
Was that how happy is Chuck with you right now?
Oh, I don't know. I just tried to avoid him. I didn't look at him for most of the night. I saw him, in the timeouts, kind of giving her, their chewables, and yeah. I mean, it was probably much beyond what we thought we would do. But the game called for it, and Fee wants to play, and she knows she got a few days of rest. I think her ankle's fine. I don't think there was anything there. Yeah. I think it is what it is.
She banged her head pretty good.
She did. Yeah.
Which concerned you briefly?
A lot. Yeah. I mean, that was a hard hit for both of them, but Fee came out of there okay.
Any further questions?
Yep. Thank you.